Hello guys, and welcome back to For the Life of Me. I have actually moved off my music for once because I had an idea for today's episode that I figured would be moderately interesting, at least as something I would listen to, and it is not in fact related to my music, and I really don't have. Oh wait, last episode was all about my music. Isn't that funny? But the episode before that, and yeah, the episode before that was similar to what I'll be talking about today, and that is going to be what is going to happen very, very soon in terms of iPhone release and all of those things, because there's a bunch of rumors floating around. There's a bunch of various things. Of course, 18 will come out and all of that, but also a lot of other stuff, exciting little announcements that will be happening in the Apple September event, and I also have some dates that it may be announced on and then taking place on. But of course, if the date that it's announced on is correct, then you'll get the real date, even if it's not my date. But I got some ideas. I have some things. But anyways, I am going to go ahead and roll the music. So yeah, I'm super excited for it, but I don't know exactly how interested everybody who listens is into Apple stuff. But let's start off with the most obvious thing, the iPhone 16, of course, and 16 Pro, 16 Plus, 16 Pro Max. The only thing, I think the 16 is set to be pretty normal. USB-C, of course, action button most likely, and on all the models, dynamic island on all the models, better battery. The only thing I think that is weird about the 16 is its camera grid, which is very, very similar to the iPhone 12 series, 11 series, before it got moved to like the weird diagonal one, except that is its whole notch. So like on the back of, if you have an iPhone 12 or 13 or 11 or 12 series, the entire camera notch is like this one big square. So what they did with the 16, supposedly, like this has been a rumor, a huge rumor floating around, even a case brand may or may not have leaked it. It's Smartish. I love Smartish. But if like on the back of your iPhone 12, it's basically that camera notch, except going, instead of including the flashlight and the mic, it goes to the left of the flashlight and the mic, which makes it look really, really weird, actually. But that means it could go back to standardizing cameras layouts like that, and people are like, oh my goodness, do you have the iPhone 16? Nope. The 16 Pro is going to be the exact same. Oh yeah, new capture button on all of them. If you look on your iPhone, it's going to be on the same side as your power button. There's like that little weird plastic strip underneath the plastic button, or underneath the power button, and I think that's where it's going to be. So like when you're taking a photo and holding it horizontally, it'll be like in the place of a normal camera capture button. So there's going to be a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 buttons on the outside of the iPhone now. I like my thing. 2 volume buttons, one volume switch, 1 power button. That's all you need. And so that's also a kind of a weird thing. I think 16 Pro, there's like new colors and all that, and that's just like, color is not a huge thing for me, but the weirdness of its outside hardware is what I'm actually interested in. And of course, all new processors, Apple Intelligence, blah blah blah. I don't care about Apple Intelligence because I don't get it, and that's the only reason why I don't care about it. The only thing really weird about the iPhones this year is the fact that that weird camera bump and the action button, the capture button. Too many. See, this is why I don't like having all these buttons. Just make it simple. Mute switch, volume, power. That's all you need. I also like small phones, so it's gonna be really, really sad when I have to upgrade my phone. On to, I would say, the second, I think I looked it up once, the ranking of Apple product popularity because I made a list. I was curious, and my list was wrong, but not by much. The second most popular Apple product, which is the iPad, actually, I think there's going to be maybe some new iPads as well, which is a new iPad 11th gen, as well as a new iPad mini 7. That's not quite as popular of a rumor, but it is something that has been said a couple of times. I usually get my info from Instagram. Like, I get quite a bit of my info from Instagram. So that's something that I've seen quite a bit. I'm trying to find some rumors, and there's a bunch of literally like everything else on my feed other than rumors. Let's see if I can find one. On my search page, there we go. Here we are, 16, nope. I do think new iPads is going to be a thing, though. Maybe. Not a huge thing, though, because we had that May event that was dedicated all to the iPads. And that, I found it kind of boring. More interesting than the October Mac event, though, because I watched these because I got nothing else to do. I watched WWDC, and that's always fun, because it's basically a free upgrade to your phone, which I love. Free. So, maybe new iPads? We're not quite sure yet. That's something that is probably not going to happen. But one of the other products that is definitely going to happen is the Apple Watch Series 10 or Series X, whatever you want to call it, because you know their phones, instead of being called the iPhone 10, well, you call them the iPhone 10, but they called them the iPhone X, XR, XS, etc. I'm sorry, that was a really, really bad joke. That was a very, very bad joke. Etc. And so that's definitely something to happen, and from what I've seen, it's not going to be the craziest thing. Maybe a larger display, better battery, rumors circulated around about a new band fastening system, which basically renders all of your previous bands useless. But something that I'm hoping that it's going to be a little bit more, like, crazy than that, because otherwise, my dad won't buy it. So, I think that if you have enough developments to the Apple Watch Series 10, that my dad will buy it, because the thing that I want to do is he buys that one, I give him my watch as trade-in credit, and I buy his old one. I've started saving up for his old one anyway. So I only have to save up $55, because everything, like all payments and all that, and prices are going to be based off of Apple's trade-in system. So recently they decreased the value of his Apple Watch from $140 to $125, and then they also decreased mine to $70, down from $80, I think. So his decreased more than mine, which was kind of nice. It was very welcome thing. So that means I get to spend $5 less. Let's go. So that was a nice little welcome thing. And so I'm hoping that'll happen, and that there's going to be some crazy new developments with that, and at least enough to let him buy it. And I've been trying to convince him, because if he doesn't get it from Apple, or if he doesn't get it at all, then I'm not going to be buying his watch. But his watch has a bigger screen than mine does. It doesn't have the stupid borders of the Apple Watch screen. I also just kind of want watchOS 11 a little bit, because mine got cut off, even though it makes me mad. I went to the Apple Watch app to update my software, and I can get the beta software on my phone, but not on my watch. If that's confusing at all. It shows that I'm eligible for watchOS 11. Like, I can switch from no beta updates to watchOS 11 updates, but I can't actually get them. So it's like, haha, you can't get them. Take that. So that was kind of annoying. But anyways, I think that's really all for Apple Watch and the Ultra 3 and SE 3 maybe, and the SE 3 may be made out of plastic to cut more costs. So it would make it cheaper, definitely. but it would also remove that kind of premium feeling that you get from an Apple Watch, even from an Apple Watch SE, like what I own right now, the first gen SE, is made out of this nice aluminum that makes it look really, really sleek. And so I very much enjoy my Apple Watch, and it feels nice. Although it's not my most essential tech product. I would say my phone first, and then my AirPods, and then my iPad, and then my watch. No, iPad I don't use. iPad is a special use case, but AirPods are definitely second over Apple Watch. And speaking of AirPods are the third thing that is definitely going to be arriving. So Pro 3s are not something that's been going around, but 4th gen AirPods are. And I've also seen something from a couple of tech creators that a case brand reached out and asked him to promote their new cases, which are for the new AirPods. So there's definitely going to be new AirPods with changes to the case. So the question is, I can't exactly tell if it's a case for the AirPods 4th gen or if it's a case for like the AirPods Pro 3. But we're expecting 4th gen and Max 2 or Max updated with USB-C. Personally, I've never liked the AirPods Max. They're not even AirPods at that point. If you say AirPods to someone, they're going to think of little white things in your ears and not over-the-ear derpy looking headphones. They look really cool. I like their design. I just don't think they should be called AirPods. I don't know, what would they be called though? Just debate that in the comments. I'm kidding, I don't get comments. So AirPods are new. AirPods will have more stuff. And if we really want to go all in, another thing I've seen is M4 Max. And just so you have one thing from every category, right? Yeah, AirPods, iPhone, iPad, watch, Mac. And a little bit of one of my own theories. At some point, I believe we will be receiving an Apple Vision. Not the Vision Pro, because that Pro in the name means that there may be a different version that has less of the fanciness of the Vision Pro. So maybe like losing one of the extra straps, or maybe with less high quality screens or something like that. Maybe a less stupid looking design. That might be one of the things. And so I do think that could happen at some point, but maybe not soon. I'm still not going for it because it's the Vision Pro. I don't want one. It looks stupid, and also it's just way more convenient to use literally anything else. So that's pretty much all we're thinking about receiving, and the public release of 18, which will be available for iPhone 11 and up, which means I'm in it because iPhone 12 series, baby. I love the 12s, and so that'll be something fun I'll be looking forward to. But supposedly, here are the dates that I have heard about for when it'll be taking place and when it'll be announced. So I've heard that it's going to be taking place on September the 10th, which is in just about 4 weeks from now. And so I've heard that they announce their events 2 weeks beforehand. So they say, hey, we're having this event, wait 2 weeks, and here it is, which would make it August the 27th for the announcement date. So I'm looking forward to August the 27th, but it could also be, tomorrow, which is, for me, Thursday. Could be Thursday, could be Friday, any day that it's announced. It's any time, it's going to be this next week, we think. It's either going to be Thursday, Friday, it could be later this week, because I'm recording this on Wednesday, or next week, definitely, because if not, then we're on to way too long, too late, and I just kind of want them to announce it already, so I have a date to look forward to. Anyways, that's it for the September event. I wish they would give them names. I mean, I know we have, all of their weirdo names that they give. But I wish I actually had like a fun name to say rather than just Apple event, September event. Because I know let's see. Ooh, look, is it transcript? I was gonna look because I know that they always have like a get ready or approaching swiftly to tease their new coding stuff or whatever. But I don't have a good memory enough to make this. Something else kind of cool. You guys know about 6 Minutes. It's a great show by GZM, and I actually got GZM in our newspaper, or like our local newspaper, and I found an email that contained a link to said newspaper, and I was like, oh, well, I wonder if Jess would find this cool. And so I sent it to her, and she was like, what? That's so nice of you. I didn't even expect her to respond. She responded within 2 minutes. And then I replied, and I was like, also, you should totally have me on for 6 Minutes Rewind Season 4, since they're making a Season 4. And then I was like, just kidding. Let others on instead. Although, I would love to be on again. I would really enjoy being on again, actually. Just saying. Hint, hint. Please let me on again. I want to be on more publicity. I'm kidding. I need to edit that out. I'm not that greedy for views, I promise. I have no incentive on getting more people to watch my shows or listen to my shows. I don't make money on them. I don't want to make money on them. I just do this so I can share random stuff I'm interested in or play a game that's just ridiculously fun. And that's why I podcast. One other thing before I finish off this episode is I've been thinking about I did make the One Tick Pulse theme into a full song, and I'm thinking about releasing it as a single instead of as a 4-song EP album, because right now I'm actually just not having that much inspiration with Soundtrap's loops. Like, it's not crazy right now. I did a little bit yesterday, but right now I just kind of want to develop a song that's already been started, and so I think I'm gonna release it as a single, but I don't have a name for it yet. I was thinking something Minecraft related, like Block by Block would be a cool name. Block by Block, official One Tick Pulse theme song, something like that. But maybe come up with a name in the comments, and I'll check it out, and maybe your comment could be the name of the new song. But I do have it in my Apple Music library because it's my Apple Music library. I can make custom songs on there, so I take advantage of that. So most likely a new Center album, new Center single, Center single, that's enough. And of course, Aspects Remastered whenever it comes out. Couple of words about Aspects and Planets and all that. I'm going to act as if they didn't happen because I've been listening to my rendition of Aspects Remastered, and there are still some glaring mistakes, like, make me kind of cringe. So if it gets like non-approved, I'm just going to create another release after fixing those. But if it gets approved, I'm just going to leave those releases behind. I'm going to leave Aspects and Planets behind. You'll still hear them in the background, and maybe I'll fix them for the background music. But I'm just going to act as if they didn't happen, and anything that I release in the future will be top-tier instrumental music and stuff that I listen to tons of times and fix before it gets bad. Like, especially Time's Running Out. Time's Running Out has like 2 different things that are just weird. I think I can remember one of them right now, but I'm just gonna let them be done with. I'm no longer messing with them, kind of forgetting that they happened, and I will be working with new music in the future. And maybe you'll even hear that in the background. Maybe I've put the One Tick Pulse theme somewhere in here, as I'm going to be releasing it as a single. And I'll be more public about it than I was with my planned release. So, yep, somewhere in this episode will be the One Tick Pulse theme. Seriously, this time. I know last week I was like, oh yeah, the One Tick Pulse theme will be here. No, it won't. It wasn't. It really wasn't. But this week, there will be a One Tick Pulse theme embedded somewhere in this episode, and you'll hear it. It'll be like the little ba-da, ba-ba. Ba-ba, ba-ba. Wait, that's the bass line. That's my bass line. Ba-da-da, ba-da, ba-ba, 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 ba-ba. Maybe I put it right there. I'm gonna put it right there. Anyways, thank you guys for listening. And anyways, here's the rest of the One Tick Pulse theme. Here you go. Haha. See you or catch you in the next one.